Wait, are you going to take a photo of it? Stop. And welcome to Senior IPT 2019 from Field 1 here. Got Northerns defending here against Western Province Mens A. New look Western Province side, quite a bit younger from previous years, and this is a more experienced Northerns team. Got Jared with a good shot there, great lift off the line. Fifth and finals the call. Let's see how they shut it out. Take away time and space. And there, that's the 6 up. Massive part that I know Northern's been working on is the transition here, getting from one side of the field to the other and getting fresh players on. And here they go, nice pace, putting pressure on, opening it up. It's what they're famous for, scoring without even putting the ball down. Here's Ishvan on the ball. Long ball, great hands by Jared. Oh, and the ref scored 6 more. Always interesting to see how a team uses their 6 on the line. What's their first move? They're just going to work the defense here. They've got a quickie out wide. And the ref has called touch, saying that that player had competed, made the line and made the touch, which shows quite a bit of athleticism. Here comes Jason Schlupp. Ishvan's got the scoop. And a nice little slider out there, walk in over the line, and that's 1-0 to Northerns. And I've got Colin here, a professional Northern spectator, played for them for quite a long time, and that knows a few of the guys, knows one or two of the rules, and is here to add a little bit of value.
Hey, I didn't only play a few times, a lot more. Hey, I think I'm up to, at least got a century of caps. And a slight loss of control there by the province.
Yeah, it's a massive part of the game. If you can't use the 6, you're going to struggle, especially a Northern team that's going to run at you like this.
Yeah, no, they really do have the strength, speed, the skill. 7 of them going to World Cup in a couple of weeks' time. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens at this tournament.
Yeah, it opens up.
And it seems...
they haven't got the finish there.
Fancy skills.
Kasi there, and they open up the holes. Very good. The ball just doesn't seem to die with them. It stays alive. Even when this try wasn't scored, they kept it alive. Didn't give Western Province time to recover.
Oh, that's great. They work there. Great finishing by the veteran Jason Vandenberg.
Now it's quite an old team here. You've got 2 brothers. You've got on the right middle there. There's Istvan. He's Hungarian, so they don't actually count age. They do it by water seasons. So he's about 4 water seasons old, which is about 50. But he's quite fit for his age. There he is back. You'll see him shooting up now. Hard worker, hard grinder. There he makes the touch. Northern's working really hard, not giving them space and time. They're deciding when the ball goes down. Western Province just need to get to the line. Here's Fabrice. He's going to go to see what he can work here. Good setup. They come around with a peel play. Long ball and good defense, good chase out.
Terry, you've spent a lot of time playing for Western Province over here. Who's the danger man in the side that we've got to be looking out for?
Well, that's how you know Colin's not the best spectator, because I played for Western Cape. So the Western Province folks will get really upset if you heard that. But,
my bad.
But I did coach a lot of these boys, and playing in Cape Town, played against a lot of them. This boy making a touch here, Fabrice, was one of the top under 18 mid players at World Cup last year. And they've got another boy, number 9, Thurston, who's also an electric rugby player. And let's see the count there. I'm not sure if it's 4. We'll check if they have a go. I think they've still got one more strike left. They might set up to link there. There's Jason Schlupp lining up a bit there. Number 7, Kelsey walking it in. They're 2 up. They don't have to rush anything. And they've got a sweeper play there. And what's the call from the ref? 6 up. I think Jason Schlupp arguing if players are onside there, but they seem to have got there. If the players don't lift, it does make a difficult call for the ref, because often the ball does get down before someone's able to reach down there. Here comes Province, a little bit better, a little bit more forward momentum. I think that's Nick Lassen there. There we go, commanding the troops, and that's all you need in this young team. Someone getting everyone to go forward. They're looking much better here. Here they go. Yeah. We've got a touch pass, good chase out. Playing the rule. And they're just questioning, asking if they're a 10 on. I think they're a 10 on from here. I don't know what you think, Colin. Usually the players are right there, hey? 90% of the time.
Oh,
they think they are.
You know, when you're running out of breath, you're always right, eh?
That is the problem in this game. If the ref doesn't give you the call, you know you've got to run a bit more afterwards. I think that's why people get a bit more loud than usual. There's Jay Jury, the strike, and doesn't manage to hold on to it. A little bit rushed. They did have them there. Jay Jury has some ABS brakes in those boots, which I'm sure he'll feature just now. If Nick Lassen here can get the boys going. Province, everyone over the ball, too crowded, too rushed. First 2 touches just need to be nice and clean, nice and forward, and you can build up the momentum. You can't force it in this game. Even there, it's a late touch call. Here's Kyle. Istvan does well to hold on. No, that's not Isht. Who's this tall boy that's playing here? Colin, this is a new guy here, number 11.
I think it might be Michael van Dam.
Okay.
It looks like an F-250 truck, this one. Hey.
And that's a great flick pass by Jason V. And Van Dam scores there. The one thing this Northern's team has is a culture of one touch. You can never rest with them. You can't, if the ball becomes static, you can't think that the game's dead, because these guys will throw those type of passes. Let's see if Thurston can get these boys going forward. Thurston and Fabrice here, 2 SA under 18 boys. As you can see, Thurston a lot of pace. Just needs to relax, get to the line. Western Province doing their nice drag out play, spreading the mids. Here's a pick up here. They've got the wraparound.
Driving play, great defense.
Let's see what the call is. 6 more. Recount. Again, interesting to see what they do at the 6 here. They'll probably try a little safe quickie play. Let's check the footwork here by the Cape Town boys. Oh, good channel play by Squish. They needed Province just needed someone to run the line there to get this wing to commit. Unfortunately, they gave the passing player no options because it actually was a great step back and pass just with no options there. Northerns doing what they do, coming straight back at them. Momentum, fast place. Here comes Sean, great dump. Sean straight on, set it up there. Ishvan slows it down, they spread it. Oh, great hands. Simple hands.
And another one for the talisman, Jason van der Berg.
Yes. And you'll see Ishvan, someone who prides himself on his skill. He's actually an international skills coach. He's coached rugby in the Netherlands, was their national skills coach there, coached Prem Rugby there, and he's actually been headhunted and coaching in Queensland in Australia. So you can see him doesn't just talk the talk, but he walks the walk with that pass. Let's see if Nick can get the boys up to a line if Province have a reply. 4-0 now, game's running away from them. They definitely have the firepower to score. Just a little bit of execution. And it's an offsides play. Jason in the mids there called offsides. Let's see how the Northerns guys shift together, work together here, take time away. And he's going to protect his side. Let's see who comes in. There we go. And nothing on. Short side protected. It's fine. It's the first touch. It's good for Province to see what they're doing. They'll probably come back to the open side with the play now. They got a 32 there. Second phase is on.
Oh, great intercept there.
And Northerns do well. That's touch 1. There's 3 coming, so Northern's going to have to get some momentum. And here's the 4th. And now they're going to have a strike. Good hands by Kelsey Hanger. Good bounce out play there. Kelsey did not seem to get his hands on the ball properly there. He does have a great long ball. He's claiming that it came off someone's hand, but the ref says no. Ball down, going for touch.
It's one of those things early in the morning, you got a bit of extra dew on the ball.
Yeah.
Does make it hard.
Does make it a bit tougher, but the fields are looking great. The weather's really, really good for touch. Nice, the morning games are a little bit easier. Here's Fabrice, if you can drop in here. A lot of pace. Thurston. Yes, and Western Province reply. Northern's maybe guilty of not rotating enough. Guys looking a bit tired coming off the field here. A little bit of sleep, and that's what all these teams have. A lot of these South African sides, a lot of pace. If you open up, it's very hard to catch someone once they've broken the line. But like I said, that boy Thurston's got a little bit more pace than most. Watch that guy run at Broncos, and he can run fast all day. Here comes Carl with the pickup to old man Kelsey Hanger.
Recently engaged. Wonder if he can run with the shackle on his leg.
Yeah. Oh, there. Great pop play.
Skill.
Oh, great skill.
Nice work there by
Great
Sean.
reply. It's the one thing in touch. If you get scored against, if you can tap off and score straight away, it just nullifies that try, and now they fall up again. But great timing, and the one thing the Northern's side, and lots of these sides, similar to Cape, and that they've been around together for a long time, they have that connection, they're able to pull off that play that looks simple, but it's all about the timing. Let's see how they defended. Ishvan stayed on the field here, so he's ready to run. He's up. Good physical touch there. And Colin, you'd say this game's a lot more physical than what people perceive, eh?
Yes, it is definitely. Looks like a soft touch, but when you're running at full speed, when somebody touches you, it really, really does have an effect on your momentum. And body just doesn't stop when it's supposed to.
Yeah, I think the whole idea is just to try to stop that momentum, so it's a little bit of a battle there. There comes Province, good shots, good chase out, no dummy half, turnover ball. Yeah.
Talk us through that rule a little bit.
Yeah, so they'd rolled it on the far, there wasn't a dummy half within a meter. The ref can call play on there, but also there it was very obvious that everyone was onside, able to come forward. If they touch the ball, it's an immediate turnover, and you'll start on touch 0. So straight turnover there.
And Northern's using the subs really well. Advantage of the rolling subs really, as the game's going on, you know, if you're feeling a little bit of the lactic acid build up, you can just take a run. Oh, that's a bit of a tough touch.
Yeah. So the ruling with the touch, like we're speaking, you're allowed to stop the momentum, you're allowed to push, but you cannot stiff arm the person. You cannot abruptly stop the person like that. Kasi is quite a big guy, so I think he milked it a little bit in my opinion. And he knows that, and that's why I've probably slipped the ball now, just to give them the ball back, because he's a good oak like that. He thinks I'll just defend the next 6 just because I took a soft push there.
Yeah, they do breed them strong in Pretoria, eh?
They are strong, and very competitive. And here's where Northerns are winning the game, in the middle of the field. Here comes Thurston again, too much pace. Oh, and he opens it up. Northerns, that's the one thing. If you send the odd numbers, there's no communication. That's what can happen. The hole's going to open in that. So it's something they need to fix. Maybe getting more guys behind the ball and more guys to the side of the field where the threat is. But here come the brothers again. Let's see if they can reply.
Oh no, the Jury brothers, really, really, really dangerous combination. They always seem to find each other on the field and really create havoc.
Yeah, they got a special connection there. I know Jared started probably 2005, 2004. Definitely was not one of our stronger players, but Ishvan, very patient, great coach, worked with him for long. There comes that pop again, long ball again, and just a replica. Oh, ball down. And but again, just such a hard. It looks simple, such a hard thing to defend. He's coming in for the drop there, and I know we had a pause there. I know you guys missed lots. I hope we were explaining it well enough.
Trying our best.
Here comes Province there. That's what they need. That's all they need. Just forward momentum, and then their agility will come into play. But also you got to stick those passes.
Unlucky ball down there. Just a slight handling error there by Province.
Let's see how Northern's build it up here. Straight there. Look how he hits the game line. There. Looking for space every time, and Carl does well to straighten, puts the defense under pressure.
Yeah, it's interesting because this running, although it might look a little bit confusing, it's actually very structured what's going on here. Talk us through a bit of it, Jared.
Yeah, well, it's the whole idea is you just don't want that ball on the ground for a long period of time. So you need someone telling you when they're putting it down, someone telling you when they're picking up, and someone hitting the next drive. So everyone's got their different ways of doing it. As you can see, when Province start the game, they try to do it side to side to get the middles apart. Northerns have the fast directing and then look for the extra pass because they've got that skill set. The teams that throw that pass a lot, it's usually a 50-50 pass, but if they do it as much as Northerns, they tend to stick it a lot more than other teams. And if you're used to playing against a very structured side, it's a very difficult thing to defend. Here they come with a wraparound. Long
Kelsey,
ball, back inside is on.
So tall, he was born on a long weekend.
And we'll check the count here. Yeah, we've got Big Kim in the middle here. Jason again taking his time. There's no reason for Northerns to rush. There's a drop in, sweep play, goes the other way.
Yes.
And let's see if there's a touch called there. Yeah, that's a touch. Almost got around him. Oh, and ball seemed to just slip out their hands again. Northerns pride themselves in their hands. They would like to have finished that. But an interesting thing to watch there is just that bounce out play, the ability to notice when a play is tight and they just bounce out and get their hands. Province really need to fix their driving. It's the biggest part of the game here. You can't give these guys turnover ball. You can't. They will finish every time there's Jason V with a nice long ball, good patience not to throw it early.
And Kim puts it down softly, yeah.
Yeah, Kim a pretty decent sevens player as well. It helps when you're about 120 kgs and can run 100 meters in under 10. But yeah, I know a lot of these boys play a bit of sevens together. They enjoy their contact as well.
Yeah, most of the times, I mean, around Pretoria where we stay, some of them have clubbed together and joined some of the sevens clubs, and they get interesting reactions based on their size, because most of them don't weigh much more than 80.
Yeah.
And I mean, in Pretoria, there you're looking at your average rugby player is easily 100 kilos. So
Yeah, but I think they get them on the fitness, eh?
oh, definitely
Needs to open up
fitness
and the agility.
Definitely, this is a game of all agility.
There's the long ball. And it's a good chase out. And if you get a good chase out like that, that means your wingers come up properly. They haven't just shut in, they've actually lifted, and they have the ability to go out as well for that long pass. And another try for Thurston Klitter. That's 3 in this game.
Man's on a hat trick.
Doing really well.
Really keeping Province in the game, yeah?
Yeah.
Simple touch is a game that you can score a lot of points very, very quickly if the team's tired.
Yes. And Province definitely, if they want to get in this game, they've got to contain them here. It's so important when you score a try to defend this first 6, but I know Northerns will come hard and be looking to, again, just nullify that try. We're edging onto just under 2 minutes left till the end of the first half.
Oh, there's the one and only McQuirk with a strong drive.
Yeah, also one of the youngsters, been with Northerns for long, and here comes Kelsey. Oh, great thing that he had was ball into your hands, look to go wide, and just gets under the player. And exactly that, Province needed to defend that first 6, but unfortunately they weren't able to, and they're down by 4 again.
Now they keep letting him in, score and then go let one in. It's really a team sport though, you all need to be working together on defense and attack.
Yeah, the rules of the game is really against the defending team. It is a game of high scoring, so whoever can adapt to the ref, adapt to the yards, stop them from getting yards, but also not opening holes in the middle of the field like Northerns have been doing. So let's see with this odds and evens play that they do. They said it's all about communication. Like now when it shifts, this is where you got to talk, and they did well there. And watch them gain a little bit more control in the defense as they get closer to the line.
So let's watch number 15 over here, Thurston. It's like he could be joining the line. Nope.
And a good touch on the link there. Good shot there. Interesting thing from Northerns here, you got Jared Amid on the wing there, just saving his legs a little bit, but he knows how to defend that as well. They get the short side. Oh, and good catch. Unfortunately, that's part of the game. Unable to take someone one-on-one, his momentum going out. Oh, and it was called a forward pass. We'll wait for the penalty has to be taken, even though it's the end of the game. Penalty has to be taken for the forward pass. It's one touch. We'll see what Northerns do here. The ref has him back about 40 meters here. Interesting tactic. Let's see how it works out for them. And they'll play this ball down. That's the end of the half. How are you?
Thank you.
I'm gonna go.
Hi. Hallo, kijk jij. Hallo, lieverlie. Ik denk dat je bij mij zit. Ja, moet je eens pakken, Mike. Hallo. Stay.
Oh, no.
Is that what Mike is speaking?
Op een stadium het ek ingezien en toe iewes skielik toe spring hulle terug hierdie kant. Dus ek het ook ver ingezien. Okay. As hulle daai kant van die vel is.
Ja.
Zoom in.
Zoom in, maar
Maar
die kant
sodra hulle by die oranje ding kom,
Ja.
zoom ek.
Ja.
As hulle
Hy's nou
daai
baie
kant
ver.
daai kant is, dan zoom jy in.
Ja, nee, ek
Maar sodra hulle hierdie kant toe kom,
Dan so by daar in die middel van die veld is, begin slank uitzoom.
dan gaan ja. Bobby. Bobby. Weer hem stadig in. Bietjie vinnig. Kijk.
Alright, welcome back to our YouTube viewers. We got Colin over here, joined by Tando for the second half. We've got another 20 minutes of action-packed touch rugby over here. North Gauteng leading 7-3 against Western Province. Tando, it's been an action-packed first half. What do you think?
Well, morning Colin, morning viewers. I think it's been a very interesting first half in my opinion. I'm not really a specialist on touch, but I do like my rugby. And this is a lot like sevens. It's a lot faster pace. Number 15 from the Western Province particularly, he's got jet shoes. And let's see if they can get back into the second half.
Yeah, it's just going to take some basics, I think. You just got to keep to the basics, use all 6 of your touches. Now, touch rugby is a very simple game. You only get 6 touches. So you need to get as far away from your own line or as close to your opposition line with those touches. Oh, and we've got a great attack over here. Oh, and the ball is down. No try.
And that's a turnover. Or is it a try?
We're waiting for the referee's call over here.
And as the TMO deliberates.
So we're waiting here. Seems like a little bit of indecision. Seems like North Gauteng's back on the defensive.
Going back to what you said earlier, Colin, about touch being a very simple game and having 6 touches, what I've realized is Gauteng really does hit hard at the gain line, whereas Western Province seems to dilly-dally with the ball with the first few touches. Why is that?
Oh no, North Gauteng, that's really what they do. I mean, they just attack. It's that one touch that they do. There are a lot of one-touch leagues in Pretoria, so they're very well known for the fact that we only play with one touch.
Oh, you've got to have that killer instinct.
You've got to have that killer instinct. You've got to kill it with one touch. Yes.
So they're kind of spoiled for choice at the moment, really.
Exactly. Now you've got 6 of those. So use the first 3-4 touches to drive you hard. Send your big men in running really fast. I mean, you've got the likes of Kim, Kelsey, Kyle, Michael van Dam. All those hard runners running at you, driving the opposition back, taking those 5 meters at a time. Gets you to the line. Then you get your fast men over here like the Schloops, the Kyles, the Squishies.
You see, there's another example right there. Western Province opting to go wide instead of hitting hard and straight.
Yeah.
Making the yards though, nonetheless.
They are.
Touch call.
That seems like, what's it, 5 and last? Nice attack here on the line. What does Province have? 5 and last. Nothing much. They can't throw the kitchen sink at it. Take the ball to the line.
And that's the first.
North Gauteng working the subs once again, getting the fresh men for the attack. A bit of running around the ruck there.
Oh, a bit of a scuffle here on the touchline.
Oh, just a bit of argy-bargy. You know, it's one of those things in sport when tempers flare.
Here come the Northerns again, looking to hit hard as they do. Looking to shuffle back in field. It's a bit of a different tactic. Tell me, Colin, are these rehearsed moves?
Yes, these are all rehearsed moves. I mean, I know for a fact back in my Northerns days we used to spend 2 hours 3 times a week just rehearsing moves. That is all we ever do. Just keep running the same thing and manipulate the defense to get the desired results. And I mean, there it is, it's paying off. You know what they say, practice makes perfect. Touch is the game of just moving the defense.
It's 8-3 to the Northern Gauteng, just like that.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a mountain to climb. I mean, you've got 15 minutes left. Anything's possible, but
That's true, but then again, you've got to take fatigue into account. The Western Province don't really look like they've got much left in the tank. Looking at their subs bench, they're starting to suck diesel.
yeah, and the coastal teams really do suffer here on the high veld. It is one of those things, 2,000 meters above sea level.
The thinner air.
So a prime example of that just down the road here, Lions versus the Rebels this past weekend. Tell us a bit about that, Sando.
Oh look, I had my heart in my mouth as a Lions fan, I won't lie. Personally, I thought we should have taken that penalty with 2 minutes to go. But you know what they say, Ellis Park is the fruit that always gives, you know, the gift that keeps on giving. And there was just one more penalty in it for us.
Oh,
Back to
you
the
gotta
game.
take what you can.
Simple, draw them into the centre, shift it out wide, and that's 9-3.
And that's another try there. Great catch there by Percy, just to put it down. Simple stuff.
Tell me, Colin, when you guys used to practice that long ball, how many hours a week?
Epic. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Just had a bit of an invasion here from Dwayne. Come do an interview, Dwayne.
Is there a link?
Yes, I shared it. Check my Facebook.
Which link is WhatsApp to me? No, I sent him the link.
Getting a bit of spectator value here.
Oh, lovely ball. Going
That
against
is a
the
wonderful
grain.
ball. Oh, by the veteran here.
Oh, did he not get it down? Surely. I thought he got it down. Touch ball. Here Western Province come again. Oh, bit of a loose pass there.
Interesting call over there. They got the space out wide and they choose to take the step and go inside.
He opts not to use the man. Surely he should have used the man.
Ah, paid off either way. Still in the game with an outside chance here. It's going to take a little bit of work by Province. Jay, what are we sitting here with? 13 minutes to go. Got to keep the game, keep the momentum. Bit of frustration setting in over here.
Another thing is Northern Gauteng just have this ability to control the pace, really. And as the Western Province, it's very hard for you to play your game when you've got to play it at somebody else's pace. Oh, the ref's just getting involved. A little bit of discipline, tempers boiling over. No handshake at the end, but seems all the banter has gotten a little, well, shall I say, gone slightly sour, and the ref has had to step in to straighten out the boys, remind them that this is touch after all. We're not playing contact sports. Western Province back on the attack. That's their third. That's 4. They keep going. Oh. Pressure.
Yeah.
Turnover ball.
North Gauteng really is good at absorbing the pressure though.
And here they do what they do best. Hard, straight, fast. Oh, would you look at that? Commentator's curse.
Yeah, commentator's curse. I mean, look, the North Gauteng side really is something to behold. I mean, the 7 of them going to World Cup in the next couple of weeks together.
But it's got to be said, they've been playing together for an age, really, if you consider the lifespan of a touch team.
Yeah, lifespan of a touch player is not that much, eh? Over 30s and you're pretty much retired.
Exactly. And there's generally a lot of chopping and changing because this is a very gruesome sport. Not many can do it season after season. It's very physically taxing.
Yeah, all that diving, all that falling back really takes a toll on the hamstrings, the hips, the ribs. You wouldn't think it's very physical, but
In my personal opinion, the worst part is the backtrack.
and the lung.
It's the backtrack that gets you.
Oh, Michael van Dam with a little shimmy here. Kyle Thompson picks up quickly. Nice attack being put together over here and a quick ball. Sean,
There we
well
go.
done.
Into the corner, just like that.
And that brings us up to double digits here for Northerns.
As I said, dictating the pace. 1 minute, it was a canter, and all of a sudden, boom, Bob's your uncle in the corner. Colin, tell me, in your day, what position did you play? You look like a winger, you know, judging on your physique, you look like you played a bit of wing in your time.
I played a lot of left of the field. My favorite move was really subbing. You know, you just get on the field to lighten a bit of the other oak's legs, and yeah, the rest of the time you still spend filling a bit of water bottles, cutting some oranges. You know, every guy needs a bit of help every now and then.
Oh, it sounds like a very beneficial job to me. Minimal running, maximum.
Oh, and that's a wonderful ball there.
Oh, great work.
That is absolutely
Western
brilliant.
Province looking a bit like Gauteng with their movements there.
Well, 10 minutes to go. It's a bit of a mountain for the province to climb, but they can do it. It's going to take some of the guys like Thurston Kluter really. You can put in a few more tries here, get the boys going forward, get your tails up, anything's possible.
Yeah, it looks like fatigue really starting to play a part on both sides now.
Yeah, but the one thing about touch is a real game of momentum. You know, when you're going forward, you're really going forward and you can really quickly punish your team. And then we've just got a great pass here. Jason V passing to Squishy, putting it in the corner. Well rehearsed.
And I think now it's become more of a mental game. Because Province just can't seem to claw their way back into this game.
They run the risk now, if they drop their heads, that this could become a very, very big scoreline. Northern is known for really, really pushing some serious tries in later on in the game. And like we said, fatigue, the high felt.
Let's see what they've got here.
They're going to have to dig deep now, Province. They're going to have to keep their heads up.
Two.
Oh.
Bit of a clash there. Keep going.
It's all about the speed of the dump, you know. You got to put down the ball quickly and get out the way. So
There
the
we
dummy
go.
off can pick it up nice and fast and you can find a runner.
That's the third. Oh, great
Oh,
footwork.
Great footwork there by
Oh,
number
he
10.
skins him.
He really carved him, did Simon Webber.
Fantastic.
Still 5 points is the difference, eh?
And now
Yes.
this is that mental aspect we were talking about. Can they keep them out? Can they actually make ground? Or will they be back where they started?
Any points from here on in, it's going to be a long day for Province.
Very well said.
They're going to have to defend all these touches.
And you've got to remember, should they be able to keep Northern Gauteng out with this transition, it'll be a massive mental boost on their part.
Call his ball down there by the ref. Loss of
There we
control.
go.
Got to be very careful passing under pressure like that.
Could this be the momentum shift they've been waiting for?
What a wonderful dump to build the momentum. You
That's
think
true.
Province would start working the subs now? Get the fresh legs on for the attack. Thurston getting off the field, he knows as much as he's got all the gas, he can't do it on his own.
Very narrow in attack though. Everybody bunching. Seems the call is offside. really starting to set in
Got to
now.
get the 10 meters there for the penalty. They got 6 new, 5 to go. Pressure's building here.
Seems the
4
province have
touches.
opted to go direct, and it's paying off. Using their
Touch is
flair
good.
only when needed. Could this be the shift in momentum? Could the pressure, the pendulum have swung?
I feel that if they score a try here, it's going to be a very tight affair from here on out.
That is very well said, Colin. My thoughts exactly.
That ball could have just gotten a little bit of wings. Seems like 5 and last. Gonna have to throw everything, including the kitchen sink here.
Oh no. Oh no. Opportunity wasted. And that's the difference between these two sides. Because I'm willing to put money on the fact that they're probably going to score from here.
Yeah, Northerns really know how to get to the line with enough touches to attack. See, the problem with touches, everybody can drive themselves to the line using the momentum. But you can't get there and only have one touch.
This is very true. And you can't allow the defense an opportunity to settle.
Once that happens, line just strengthens again, and you're pretty much running into nowhere. And a loss of control there at the ruck, is it, ref? Oh, play on is the call. Just a lack of communication.
Oh no. Western Province seem to have held their own. That boost from holding out the Northern Gauteng on that earlier kickoff seems to have kept them strong. Their defense solidified slightly.
Yeah,
and here they go.
Defense has picked up. They've kept the margin quite constant this half. I mean, we've got 4.5 minutes to go here, which is pretty much a light year in the game of touch rugby.
With that said, will they be able to keep them out for that 4 minutes is the question. And more importantly, will they be able to score? Because they seem to have run out of ideas. Their danger man seems to have run out of juice as well.
Oh, but you know, touch is a game where you can't do it alone. And as we say, Thurston picking up the ball. But yeah, North Gauteng really has this way of slowing down a game and controlling the pace. So they speed it up as they need and they slow it down as they need. As you can see, compared to earlier, it's just taking everything a little bit slower, and then when they want to drive it, they just push it hard. And the men like Istvan really pushing hard at the age of 39 and 100.
Does he have an ID or a tablet?
I think he was there when they carved out the tablets, my dear friend. He might have been the man looking at the bush.
What's the call there?
Seems like offside over here. Thing about touch, the defending team after every touch has to fall back the full 5 meters. And on the line, the refs are very strict, and they force the defending team to keep walking out. They can't stand still. So as you'll notice, the defending team will not stand still on the line. Otherwise, it's a Mexican standoff. Oh, and Kyle and Kelsey together going to the World Cup.
Veterans doing what they do best. And could that be the one that broke the camel's back?
Somebody say something about the camel's back? Seems like a bit of a mountain now. Difference is 6. 2.5 minutes to go.
Wasting precious seconds here of the Western Province.
Yeah, no, the refs just need to catch a bit of air there, sucking in the big ones there, the ref, taking a while to swap over.
And it seems there's a turnover there. Run us through that, Colin.
Yeah, it seems like a forward pass. Or what's that? Touch pass.
Touch pass is the call?
For the folks back home in touch rugby, if you are touched and you pass the ball there after, it's automatically a penalty. Defending team falls back 10 meters. and the attacking team gets another 6 touches to work with. And as you can see, Northern's really just saving their energy for the later games. They're really expecting to go far this tournament. Won the past 2 tournaments, if I'm speaking under correction. So back-to-back champs.
How does the tournament structure work? So today are we having round robin stages and then we go off into knockouts tomorrow?
Yeah, so 2 days worth of round robin stages. That'll be today and tomorrow, and knockouts will be Saturday, if I'm not mistaken.
And how many teams go through?
Well, semi-finals, finals, so
It's only semi-finals and finals.
yeah.
How many teams are currently in the tournament?
Legend. Do check on my Facebook page. I'm definitely asking me how all this is. Yeah, just check. I'll share it on Facebook. Oh, okay, cool. Peace. Oh, slight break in transmission here and the death. People want the link. Yeah, so we're going to have a variety of different games being shown. There's going to be some ladies' games. You know, it's a very fun sport for the ladies who want to get into touch. We've got one of our great Northern Gauteng rugby players just arrived back from New Zealand. She spent about 3 months there at a Sevens Training Academy. Started off in the game of touch, game of soccer. That's last touch. That should be the end of the game there. Loss of control. And that's a penalty. The penalty has to be played, but they only have 1 touch. So they have to throw everything, including the kitchen sink here, but it's pretty much just a formality over here. Ball's down.
Loose pass, and that's the end.
And that's the end. It was great having you guys here. Great result for North Gauteng fans.
Seems your final score is 12-6 to the North Gauteng. Oh, but the game seems to be going on here. The ref seems to be giving the people what they want.
That's the thing about a penalty. If the penalty is the last act, they have to keep playing.
And there we go. That's the
That's
end
game
of it.
over. Red Rover.